This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so I've just watched an interview with Adam Smith, where Adam Smith believes that Anthony Joshua, but again based on recent talks, will be staying on Sky Sports BoxOffice. Now, apparently Eddie Hearn, I do say apparently because I haven't seen the interview myself, but apparently Eddie Hearn has stated that he believes Anthony Joshua's, at least his next fight, will be on Sky Sports BoxOffice anyway. So, if that does transpire to be true, if Anthony Joshua does end up signing up another deal with Sky Sports, a lifetime deal even, is that a kick in the balls for DAZN? Well, of course it is. It's a real kick. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure Anthony Joshua fights as per what Anthony Joshua has been doing so far over recent fights. Sky Sports on the UK, outside the UK, DAZN. That's how it's been. So nothing will really change. DAZN will, of course, still get to show Anthony Joshua fights, just not in the UK. But it's important that they had the UK one, because that's where you really need to be driving up the numbers here in the UK. There's a lot of people not too keen on going to DAZN. A lot of people who have signed up with DAZN don't really use it, such as myself. I haven't really used it too much. A lot of people got it, but then give it away. Now, I will admit, I was one of the people who, when Eddie Hearn was talking about how he went over to DAZN, game changed, hashtag game changed, all that kind of stuff, and nobody out there can compete with us, not financially, with the stable of fighters that we've got and the fights that we can put on. Nobody out there in the world of boxing can compete with us. So far, they've been kicked from pillar to post. From pillar to post. They couldn't get the undisputed fight with Canelo and Plant. PBC got that. They got outbid in the purse bid for Dillian Whyte versus Tyson Fury. They can't deliver a Demetrius Andrade fight, to the point where Demetrius Andrade's fight next against that Parker is going to be on BT Sport. So with Anthony Joshua, if he does end up signing with Sky, if his next fight is going to be on Sky, it is going to be a real kick for them. And it shows that game is not changed. And a lot of people have been saying the same thing that I've been saying. And it is disappointing because I said, I believed that it was going to be some kind of game change, that Eddie Hearn was going to come out with all like these huge purse bids and put on all these great fights and yada, yada, yada. So far, it hasn't really delivered. It is quite new. Let's be fair to it. It is new on the UK market. It is. But I was kind of hoping that they were going to kick the ball and keep on going with it. I want to see really where they want to go. But it seems that Eddie Hearn is so obsessed, so blinkered about trying to make Conor Benn a superstar. Now, whether that will happen or whether it don't, I mean, time will tell. But you can't force people into creating a superstar, such as Conor Benn. He may well do regular, good numbers on, say, regular views. But again, a lot of people are curious, is he about to get smashed? A lot of people will watch him because they like Conor Benn, because he's the son of Nigel Benn and whatever else. So of course, he does do very good numbers, but is he a superstar? No, he's not. Eddie Hearn is trying to push that narrative. He's not a superstar, or at least not yet. In time, and hopefully he will become one. But right now, they seem to be pushing him and missing out on everything else. The blinkers, the side view blinkers, they seem to be on. And they're not delivering as far as the UK product is concerned. Of course, they have put on great fight nights. Of course they have. They put on some very good ones. Especially some of the main events have been very good. The undercards have been a little bit hit, a little bit miss at times. Not too much different, really, to some of the Sky Sports product, but at least with the Sky Sports product, well, actually, I thought their Sky Sports product was a little bit better. But of course, with DAZN, you do get the foreign fights in Italy, in Spain, in Mexico, in America, and all around the world. But as a UK boxing fan, as a UK citizen, I want UK-based fights. I want to see my fellow countrymen and women fighting in good fights, meaningful fights. This guy who Conor Benn's fighting next, and listen, I've watched boxing for a very, very long time. I've never heard of this guy. I know he fought that Boots Ennis, but and what? So what, he fought Boots Ennis? What does that mean? Now, Anthony Joshua going with Sky Sports, it's not a surprise. It's a proven platform. It is the number one platform in the United Kingdom. It is. Eddie Hearn, his DAZN platform seems to be dipping It had its peak, but now it's dipping. And with Anthony Joshua not going with DAZN and signing up with Sky Sports, again, potentially at least anyway, it's not a good look. Again, you have to look at, say, Anthony Joshua's stable. Anthony Joshua, of course, he's managing fighters under the 258 umbrella. Fraser Clark, well, he's turned pro after the Olympics and went straight with Sky Sports. Eddie Hearn must be pulling his hair out. He must be doing everything that he can to try and convince Joshua to go with DAZN. Try and convince Joshua to convince Fraser Clark to go with DAZN and all these kind of things. And they ain't really doing it. They're not doing it. So anyway, of course, we have to wait for official confirmation as to what's going on. But I think that if Anthony Joshua does end up going with Sky Sports, especially if he signs a multi-fight deal, he really needs to be pulling his socks up. With this extra $4 billion injection by Uncle Len, I mean, again, of course, it's not all going to be going towards boxing, of course not. But he needs to start delivering. Otherwise, I can see him being out on his ear at some point, very, very quickly. He does need to start delivering. He can try and blanket canvas it as much as he possibly wants to. But we as the boxing fans, we know what we're seeing. And he ain't delivering. At times he is, of course he is. But for the most part, no. It is only £8 a month or £8.99 a month. It isn't too much. But still, if you're paying for a service and it's meant to be game changed, well, when's the game going to start to be changed? I will admit, though, I was curious to see what would happen if Anthony Joshua does sign up with DAZN. Of course, he's going to be a pay-per-view anyway. So again, those who say, oh, well, he's going to be on Sky Sports, that means pay-per-view. Listen, he was going to be on pay-per-view anyway on DAZN. So I was interested to see what kind of price range DAZN would have done. In America, with the Canelo Bivol one, their pay-per-view price is lower than what the regular pay-per-views are in the United States of America. Would their pay-per-view price of, say, Joshua, for example, or had they won the White vs. Fury fight, what would that pay-per-view price have been? Would it have been lower than the regular £25 that we're starting to get a little bit used to? Would it have been lower, considering you have to pay the £8.99 on top of that anyway, as per your monthly subscription? But anyway, I'm sure we'll find out one day. Hopefully Eddie Hearn will start pulling his socks up and to stop being blinkered. I mean, whoever his matchmaker is now, compared to what it was when he's on Sky, in my opinion, ain't doing a very good job. Honestly, I don't think the new matchmaker is doing a very good job at all. It's great for foreign fighters, but we here in the United Kingdom, we want to see Brits. We want to see Brits against people that we've heard of. We do. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.